We read the question through. A vessel contains liquid which is flowing out from a small hole at a point O in the base of a vessel. At time t, okay, so we're interested in t, the height of the liquid surface above the hole is z, and the rate at which z is decreasing is inversely proportional to z to the power of 3/2. Okay, so we've got t's and we've got z's, and the rate at which z is decreasing, well, that is dz dt. It's inversely proportional, so I'm going to put a 1 over z to the 3/2. So that's how I will write down the rate at which z is decreasing is inversely proportional to z to the 3/2. Just like last time, I'll replace my proportional sign with an equals k times by. So I'm going to get dz dt equals, well, I can just put the k on the top and keep that z to the 3/2 down there. Ollie, what's my next step?
Separate variables.
Absolutely, yep, separate the variables. Keep the dz where it is, that's on the top. Move the dt, move other things around. And immediately after I separated the variables, Ollie?
Integrate.
Yeah, okay. So that line is for separating the variables and integrate. Ollie, can you integrate for me z to the 3/2?
3/2z. No, sorry, wrong way. Okay, integrate.
If it was just z to the 3, could you do it if it was just z cubed?
Z cubed.
What would that be?
That would be 1/4 z to the 4.
Yeah, so you added 1 to the power and you divided by the new power. That's exactly the same thing here.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Add a whole 1 to 3/2, what do you get?
5/2.
Yeah, and divide by the new power. Okay, so exactly the same thing. Over here, integrate k with respect to t, kt, finish your integrating, put your plus c down. Dividing by 5/2. Sunny, dividing by 5/2 is the same as?
Timesing by 2/5.
Timesing by 2/5, yeah, okay. So I think I would prefer to write it down like that. Okay. Then, hopefully there's some information we can use which we didn't bother reading in the question. We didn't even bother reading all the question. Write down a differential equation. Well, we've done that bit. And we've got to solve it. So, it says in the question that we can use the fact that z equals 25 when t equals 0. So I'm going to stick that in at this point. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to do this on the board, but I think most people can do this next bit on their own. So I'll stop talking. You can look up if you want to. Don't look up if you don't want to. I'll freeze it for a bit at that point for those of you in the room. Just realised there's one thing we didn't do. It said the rate was decreasing. Earlier on it said the rate was decreasing. Let's go unfreeze some of this and hide some of this. One thing we didn't deal with up here, it said it was decreasing. So really we should have put a minus sign in, well, here. So there'll be a minus sign in here. It won't have affected anything you've done so far, but there will be a minus sign in there. Okay. Have people got the value of C?
Once you've got that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the bit there that tells you what C is, and then when you find out what C is, this gives you another pair of values in the question which you can substitute in as well. Okay. Does anybody have a value of K they want to check?
2, 1, or something.
Yes. Okay. And does anybody have a final answer they want to check? Because I know some people have been working on ahead. That's correct. So I'm going to try and put all this on the screen because I know people at different points in the question.
How do 18175 on the calculator?
I'm just going to pause the video there at that point as well.